I'm Scotty Davis. This is a KLC video refresher on standing handcuffing. Now this video will not hit every training point that DOC JT teaches. This is just a refresher or a review. I want to go over a few things before we get started. Always check your handcuffs before your shift, just to make sure they're not double locked and that they're ready to be used. It's always best to tell the subject that they're under arrest, and that way you can gauge if there's going to be any non-compliance. Always maintain a 6-foot distance if possible, and that way, that distance you can also tell if there's going to be any non-compliance from that distance. It's a lot better than being right up on top of them. And then tell them don't move before you make your approach. That way, once you do make your approach and you're right there on them, any movement at that point could be considered non-compliance. Now we know that you're probably not going to be able to use this exactly 100% out in the field. Sometimes circumstances are just not going to allow it, and we understand that. But these are just best practices. So let's get started. So now we're ready to make our arrest. So what we'll do is we'll tell them, sir, you're under arrest. Put your hands out to your sides with your palms facing me, and then turn around till I tell you to stop, and put your feet together and move your hands to the small of your back, and then interlace your fingers. And we do this because when we ask them to put their hands out to their side, we want to see their hands at all times to see what's in their hands. And then as we turn around and have them interlace their fingers, then you'll be able to see whether you're going to need another set of cuffs or not. And then we'll always tell the subject, don't move. As you get your cuffs out, make sure that both single straps of the cuff are facing out or away from you. Make your approach, putting your foot right behind theirs. Grab as many fingers as you can comfortably and pull the hands out and away. Move the handcuffs over the top of the subject's hands horizontally and apply the bottom cuff first to the subject's hand. Then immediately follow up with the top cuff. Grab the wrist in a wrist lock, like in an escort position, and do a search of the subject's pancake area or small of their back. Now we want to check tension and double lock. We do that one side at a time to maintain control of the wrist lock. DOCJT calls it swimming over. Never let go of the wrist lock, keeping your foot against the subject on each side. We have the cuffs on, we're satisfied with the tension, and at some point we'll have to do a thorough search of the subject before we put them in our car.